Hi everyone, can you hear me? Hi Santosh, is my voice audible? Can you confirm once? Okay, it's the same link, right? Same link that I shared, right? Live quiz 6. You are able to join using the same link, right? Hi Abhishek. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Can you confirm if you can hear me? If you all can hear me? And it is the same link, right? There was some problem with the YouTube streaming key actually. Okay, so just start doing two things. One is press the like button and second is start joining the quiz. Go to Slido and enter this number. Meanwhile, I will start it so that whoever joins will show here. Sorry for 2-3 minutes late guys, because there was some problem in YouTube key actually. Okay, so please join. I can see Harsil, I can see Akhil, I can see Sumit. So as you know, it's a 25 question long quiz. So we will go for like 50 minutes to 1 hour. So please join. I can see Mansi Gupta, Onkar. More people means it will be more fun, guys. Keep joining and please invite someone you want to know. I'll wait for like 3-4 minutes and then I will start because I want more people to join, right? Then it will be more fun. I can see some more names. So just press the like button on YouTube. If you do that, then the recommendation goes to the other people and they will be able to join. Okay. I can see 21 people in the live, but only like 7-8 people. So what you have to do is go to slido.com, enter this number and you will be in the quiz. Okay. Keep joining, keep sharing with your friends if you want to the link, because the quiz will start in like 2-3 minutes. And once it becomes live and somebody message like 2-3 questions, then they might feel that they did not get the enough opportunity, right? So in case if you want to include someone, just 2-3 minutes, you can share the link and you can tell them to join. Okay. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. I'm expecting like 15 to 20 people, then it will be good. Okay. So I can see 24 people in the live chat. Guys, please go ahead and join the quiz. You have to go to a website called slido.com or an app. Slido is also an app. Okay. And just enter this number 4780637. It's a very good opportunity to know where you stand with a peer group, because most of you don't know each other. So when you give the quiz with like unknown people from data science community, you will know that how much you are knowing, right? So just keep joining. I'll take 1 to 1.5 minutes more and then we will start. Okay. So I can see some more names, some more people are joining. So once I start the quiz also, then somebody may miss 1 or 2 questions, but again, they can come back and they can join on slido.com with this number. Just that they will miss the live thing. Okay. So if you miss the live thing, then you might feel that you are not given enough opportunity. Okay. So in the chat, you can let me know if I should start or I should wait for like few more minutes, because I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is called a mega quiz because we have 25 questions here. So normally I will put around 15 questions, or mostly I have till now put around 20 questions, but this one is mega quiz. So this is important. You will find 25 questions, and remember these questions are not this you will not find on internet easily, because this has been thought through and then prepared. Okay. So Just waiting for a few more folks. You guys want me to start, or you guys want me to make it like 20 people and then start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Natarajan is saying wait for 5 minutes. So let's wait for like 3-4 minutes, and then if there is, let's say 20 people, then leaderboard after every 5 question, you will see the leaderboard who is on the top. And not on the top only, it also captures the time, right? So how much time somebody is taking to give an answer. So if your concept in some topic is great, then you will be able to give answer quickly. So the time is also important. So both the things you will be able to see together. Okay. So some more people are joining. Just give them like few 1 minute or 2 minute of time. Okay. Some people are saying start, some people are saying wait. Okay, so now we have 15. Let's wait for one last minute, and if somebody joins, that's good. Otherwise, we will start. Okay. So I can see 28 people in the chat, in the group. 28 people in the live chat in the YouTube video, and only 15 people here. Guys, please go ahead and join. Last minute for you to join. Please go to slido.com, enter this number, and you will be in the quiz. Okay. Okay, so I think in the interest of time, I will get started. So what will happen is you will see some questions coming. Okay, and you will be given a timer. Okay, so 60 seconds of timer, maybe for most of the questions. After you give your answer, then I will give some explanation of that. So as I told, it's 25 questions. So if we take average of, let's say, 1 minute answering and 1 minute explanation, we are going to have a 50 minute session, 50. Okay, so close to 1 hour of session we are going to have. So just be ready, be prepared, and question will be around data science, machine learning, statistics, Python, some bit of newer concepts in data science, some bit of something which you may not have heard, but you should hear. Okay, questions around that as well. As I told you, I give lot of thought to prepare this quiz, so make most of it. Okay. Okay, so let's start the quiz, guys. I think many people have joined, and let somebody join. Just one request, please press the like once in the YouTube if you have not done yet, and let's start. Okay, only 9 seconds left. Sorry, only 10 seconds left, but 9 people answered. Okay, so in this question, the issue is, oscillating training accuracy. So whenever your training accuracy is oscillating, then you have to see your learning rate and you have to see your batch size. Two things in the beginning you have to see. Okay, and 93% are saying decreasing learning rate, which is right answer for this, because I have already said mini batch gradient descent. If I would not have said mini batch gradient descent, then batch size will be a better fit candidate for this. But since I have already said mini batch, so learning rate is the right answer for this. Okay. Okay, people are saying gamma. So this is about, this question is knowingly given because sometimes you may need to remember the parameters. This is useful if you go to interviews and if you go to some MCQs, right? Some filtering test in data science interviews, right? So what gamma does, what eta does, what lambda does, and what alpha does, right? So basically alpha and lambda are your regularization parameters, and gamma is something where you can say that this should be the minimum gain in the split, right? And then only I want to, or minimum loss reduction, then only I want to reduce, right? So as people are saying, gamma is right answer for this. Okay. Okay, so why this is distributed, I don't understand, because this, what kind of, can you comment in YouTube what kind of scenario is this model to predict next year's stock investment amount? What kind of use case is this? If you want to predict next year stock investment amount for every Indian, then what kind of use case is this? Classification, regression, unsupervised, reinforcement, what kind of use case it will be? Can you comment in the YouTube comment? Most of you will comment it's a regression kind of scenario. So when it's a regression kind of scenario, then how can you choose this? 24% of the people, you should not choose this, right? So L1 loss is for your overfitting. Is there a discussion of overfitting here? No discussion of overfitting. Is this a classification scenario? No. Then how confusion matrix will come into picture? Okay. And what do you plot to see your predicted versus actuals? That is residual plot, right? So your residual tells you the difference between predicted and actual. So if the government is saying your model is not doing good, you will just show the difference between actuals and predicted, and you will counter that using a residual plot. Okay. So why people are choosing confusion matrix and AUC? That's not right, because those are related to classification scenarios. The right answer for this will be residual plot. Okay. Sumit Watkar, it's not an overfitting scenario. The reason being, I am nowhere saying that my model is doing good on test data and not doing good on the production data. Oops. I think this has to do with how much you can remember the concept. Okay. So it's all about what different optimizers do. And if you go and read about different optimizers, right? Starting from gradient descent to stochastic gradient descent to momentum to Adam, grade, everything, right? So there is small minor differences between these. Like you can say in one way advancement. Okay. But I can see SDD with momentum people have chosen here. Okay. So you need to go and see like how these how SGD with momentum is different from ADA grade, and how oops, I think there is some issue with the question only. As a optimizer similar to ADA grade. Okay, no problem. There seems to be some issue with the question, because ADA grade I have said as right answer, but this should not be here if ADA grade is the right answer. Okay, so SGD with momentum may be the right answer for this. We can come back to this question. There seems to be one problem, because here I have written ADA grade, and in option also I am saying ADA grade is correct. Okay, so we will come back to this question after the end. Okay, let's move on with this. Okay, so this one is like writing a skeleton Python function. So a skeleton Python function you can write. If you don't write anything inside the function, it will give you error. And break is not used for functions, it is used for loops. So break is not the right answer. But a placeholder statement in Python where I don't want to write any code, you can write a pass. Okay, so in this case, pass is the right answer. Okay, so after every 5 question, you will be able to see the leaderboard once. So I can see Pradum on the top, then Omkar, then Mansi, then Harshil, then Akhil. Okay, so this is the first time 5 questions have we have done. After every 5 question, this will come once. Now you can see the leaderboard here. Okay, so let's move on with the next one. Yes, Natarajan and Akshay, I think in previous question I was to in the options, sometimes while writing question option also I wrote the same. It should be RMS prop. Okay, totally distributed answer in this. So this needs some bit of discussion. First of all, I am training a model on my laptop that itself tells you that I have resource constraint. Okay, I do not have lot of resources. That is first thing. Second thing is I'm doing a next month user level prediction. User level prediction means you can think of subscriber level prediction. I want to understand how various features impact watch time. So when I'm talking about how various features impact watch time, then you cannot combine features. So PCA goes out of the picture. Okay. I want to understand how various features impact the watch time. So I do not want combined features. I do not want PCA kind of thing. So option D is not correct. Okay. Then I have captured some useless features. So that means I have to remove these features. Now, for removing these features out of L1 and L2, which is useful? L1 is useful, right? For removing the features. Okay. But RFE is also used to remove the features. So out of L1 and RFE, which one will be useful? L1. Why? Because RFE is a resource intensive process. Okay. Recursive feature elimination is a resource intensive process. So it will need more resources. So every time you have less resource, you have to go for L1, not RFE. Because it will run your model. As you know, RFE will run your model multiple times, will train your model multiple times, right? So L1 is the right answer here, as I explained you. Okay, so this also needs some bit of discussion. So what is the difference between PCA and LDA according to you? Can somebody write in the comment difference between PCA and LDA? And an interview question also. So meanwhile, when you are writing, I will just tell you PCA and LDA both are your feature reduction technique, and they both try to capture the dimensions of maximum divergence, maximum variance. But the difference is PCA will not look at your target features. I mean to say PCA will not look at your target variables. PCA will not look at what is that you are trying to predict or estimate or segregate. PCA will not look at that. You give the data to PCA, it gives you these are the principal components in which you have the maximum variance. Okay, that's what PCA does. But here I am specifically saying I want to categorize into segments. Now, if somebody is confused, segments being a unsupervised learning problem here, I'm specifically saying here supervised learning problem. Okay, so this is a classification, multi-class classification problem. Now every time you have a multi-class classification problem or a categorization problem or a classification problem, and you have to reduce the feature, then as I explained you, LDA looks at your features and then tries to capture the variation in your data. So in this case, as most of you are saying, use PCA and then reduce feature and then train AXGB. PCA will not look at my target feature, so I will not do this. Use PCA. This is again like use PCA and do one modeling. I will not go for this if I have LDA in my option. Since I have LDA in my option, so I will go with the LDA. Okay, that's why I always say you read the questions. Use elbow method to find K and do K-means clustering. I am specifically saying supervised learning problem. Still people are saying find K and do K-means clustering. I don't know what is the reason behind it. Okay, 50% people are saying the right answer, but still some people are not saying the right answer. So seriously, can p value be 290? I don't know. If you are choosing p value to be 290, then you need to see your concepts of probability and statistics. Okay. And can correlation be 290? If you are saying correlation can be 290, you need to check your basic statistics concepts again. Can covariance be 290? Yes, it can be. And standard error has nothing to do because I'm specifically saying here relationship between two variables. Okay. So relationship between two variables, at the moment you see your mind should think correlation or covariance, but here I'm giving a range which is above 1. So covariance will be the right answer for this. Okay. People who are not playing, they can comment in the YouTube chat, like what do you think is the right answer? So I can see like 30 people in YouTube and only 20 people in the quiz. So if you want to interact live with me in the chat, you can just ping like what should be the right answer for this. Or you can join by going to slido.com and enter this number. Just go to Google, enter Slido and enter 4780637. Okay, people have a lot of confusion in type 1 and type 2 error. I'm glad that many people did not choose type 3 and type 4 error. Okay, nobody chose actually, but 17 people out of 20 people answered, which means some people were still thinking. And people are confused between type 1 error and type 2 error, which is obvious because I am also confused at times. Everybody can be confused at times, but this is a scenario of what? This is a scenario of classify news articles positive class, the classifying real news articles into fake news articles. So this is false positive. False positive is always type 1. Okay. This is false positive, right? Because your positive class is fake news, right? So you are telling real news as fake news, right? So classifying real news into fake news. Yeah. So false positive means type 1. Just remember like that. Okay. So let's see what people are saying in this. Okay. So you have some data. On this data, you have features which are not in the same scale because obviously salary will be in a different scale. PF percentage will be, for example, salary can be 20 lakhs per annum and PF percentage could be 8.5% or 6% or something, right? And age can be on a different scale and this can be on a different scale. So obviously we will need either normalization or standardization. But the question is whether that should be done before splitting or after splitting, right? So there is a concept in machine learning called data leakage. I have talked about that many times. So if you do normalization before your split, then data leakage happens. So you should not do this. You should always split the data first and do your normalization or standardization. Okay. Okay, Himanshu comes on the top. Himanshu is traveling and he is playing. Okay, he messaged me in the YouTube chat now. So Himanshu comes on the top. Great going, Himanshu. So enjoy your travel and enjoy the quiz. and then comes Pradum, then comes Akhil, Harshil, and Tipu. So what I will do is in the end, I'm going to show you the full leaderboard, which means all 21 people who are playing now. I will show you where do you stand in the list of 21 in the end, okay? But now we have 15 more questions left, so let's go ahead. Meanwhile, please go and drop a comment in YouTube if you like the quiz. That quiz is good. And press the like button if you have not done yet. Let's see 15 more questions. To all the new people who are joined on YouTube, you can go to slido.com, enter this number 4780637 and join the quiz. Okay, so I was hoping people will get confused between AI ops and ML ops, but people got confused between ML ops and CI ops. But I'm happy that most of the people have given the right answer. So here I'm talking about a data science concept to increase the efficiency of ML models involving continuous deployment. Whenever somebody says continuous X, you should understand continuous development, continuous deployment, continuous delivery. Okay, all those things will come into continuous X, then versioning, and then automation. Okay, so the broader umbrella under which all these things are taken care in machine learning is called ML ops, which is most of the people you have chosen. AI ops has to do with the AI in the operations. That's a slightly different concept. Okay, so don't confuse between ML ops and AI ops. There is nothing called CI/CD ops. Okay, so I don't know why people have chosen this. People can join on slido.com by enter this number. We have around 15 more questions left, so it's a lot of things left. Okay, you can join. I think people who are playing will be enjoying the quiz because questions are good. As questions are coming, I'm also seeing questions are good. Please press the like once in YouTube, guys, if you have not done. Okay, so there is a division between central limit theorem and law of large numbers. Okay, so as a sample size grows, its mean gets closer to the average of whole population is law of large numbers. Okay, and somebody is saying central limit theorem, that's a different concept. So basically a statistical concept. Read this carefully and then answer. Okay. Okay, so I'm happy that not many people have chosen probability mass function, because this has to do something with the continuous random variable. So every time we talk of continuous random variable, we have to think of density function and cumulative distribution kind of function. But out of these two, so if you understand what is probability density function, what is cumulative distribution, and what is mass distribution, then only you can answer this. This is kind of a little tough question. I don't know why people are saying heat map. Oh my god, why people are saying heat map here, I don't know. Okay, so uh, probability probability density function will tell you that, okay, this is the probability of Rohit Sharma scoring at a strike rate of 80. So what is the probability? This is the probability. 85, this is the probability. 90, this is the probability. And this, since this is a continuous random variable, so you will have a curve. Now suppose I want to see what is the probability, cumulative probability, that before 100, below 100, right? So I have to do a integration of that. Integration means I have to sum up, derivative. That sum up I have to take, and that can be done in cumulative distribution function, which will tell you, okay, below 100, this is the cumulative probability. Below 90, this is the cumulative probability. Above 90, this is the probability. Something like that, okay? So every time somebody is asking you one number, it has to be, it does not has to be cumulative, but if somebody is asking you less than, above then it will be cumulative distribution function. Okay, let's see how good you are with the newer concepts in the NLP. Okay, I'm happy that many people are saying prompt, which is the right answer for this. And inherent bias is a bias concept, which we can discuss sometime. It's a again a new topic, and topic you should be interested in. Okay, transformers, as you know, it's a advanced NLP architecture. Variational autoencoders is also one kind of NLP task that we do, or NLP architecture, you can say. So answer here is prompt. After this, we will see the leaderboard once. Okay, so many people have answered it option D, which is right. Okay, conditional demographic disparity is right in this case, but I strongly advise you guys to go and read about different bias metric and bias measures. Okay, understand what is the meaning of facets, what is the meaning of conditional classification imbalance, conditional or classification imbalance, what is the meaning of all these Jensen's and divergence, or Kullback Libre divergence, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So what happens is sometimes you see in your model that whatever your model is outputting, is it doing some kind of bias in terms of gender, in terms of ethnic group, in terms of race, in terms of any other thing, right? So is there any kind of bias produced in your model? So all these are part of responsible AI and very new concepts. And as I keep saying, very important concept from regulators point of view. Regulators look at these things very strongly now. Okay, so learn more about this area of machine learning, bias and responsible AI. In this case, the answer is D. I think I've given more time to this question. I should have given like 30 seconds only, but that's fine. Maybe some people will go and do the Google. And I think after 15 question, I did not show the leaderboard, so that I will show now. Okay, loss function is the right answer. So cost function is at aggregated level, loss function is at individual level. Okay, and I did not show the leaderboard, so let me show this here. If I click on this, it will show the leaderboard. Okay. Okay, so here is the leaderboard. Pradum comes on the top, 12 right, Himanshu 11 right, Mansi also 11 right, Natarajan 11 right, Harsil 11 right. But it's all about the top 3 people. Time is where they are faster, it seems. Okay, so great going, guys. Let me take you to remaining 9 more questions. Okay, and let me. So loss function is right answer here. Okay, so people who have joined now in YouTube, first thing you have to do is please press the like button. Second thing you have to do is go to this quiz. See, there is nothing losing or winning. Okay, it's a fun of answering in the real time. So I'm testing some of your concepts through these questions. Just go to Slido, enter this number 4780637, and whatever question comes, just try to answer. It's no preparation, no interview, no nothing, right? So just a fun activity with a peer group. Okay, so just join this and see. Okay, so let me go to the next one. Okay, so I'm looking for a visual representation of a data using a non-linear technique. So every time I say a non-linear technique, then PCA is a linear or non-linear technique? Tell me. PCA, what is the definition of PCA? Linear combinations of, right? So PCA is basically a linear technique, not a non-linear technique. Okay. And in this case, you are confused between PCA and TSNE. TSNE is something. Somebody who doesn't know about TSNE, you can go and read about TSNE. TSNE is a very good technique. It's not very old. It's recently developed. Not very recently also, but not like very old. What you can do is you can see the natural distribution of your data in terms of graphically, in terms of pictorial representation, visual representation. So this is a good package to know, good thing to know. You can put this in your PowerPoint presentations, in client demos, in team presentation. This you can use TSNE. This is a quite useful thing. This does not use a linear technique like PCA and LDA. In this case, TSNE is the right answer. Okay. Explode on this if you don't know. Okay, okay, okay. Let me. I think one moment. I will restart that question. Okay. I think I pressed 2 times, so it went to the next one. I think now it should be fine in your screen. Okay. So most of the people have given what is the right answer here. So this is the competition is only between Bayesian statistics and frequentistics statistics. Okay. Frequentist statistics. Okay. There is no competition. There is nothing called Euclidean statistics and Euler. These are just the distractors. So in Bayesian, you normally assume something and then you say that this has happened with this probability, so this will happen with this probability, something like that. And in this one, last option, frequentist, you don't assume or you don't take any pre pre activity or pre thing. Okay, like for example in Bayes theorem you take posterior probability and prior probability, right? So in frequentist approach you don't take those things, you just estimate based on the population sample, etc. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, I was expecting this and this is what I got. Now, now tell me one thing. If I give you, forget this huge case, and if I tell you, I have I want to sell my videos. For example, I create some video tutorials and I want to sell my videos, and videos which are less than 10 minutes will go in $5 and which are more than 10 minutes will go in $10. Simple. Will you use any machine learning for this? Why do you want to use machine learning in this case? So that's where, you should argue with me that there will not be machine learning in this. And I have knowingly kept none option in the end because I want people to think about this. Okay, see, you can see a clear cut rule here. Okay, Tata sedan car plus petrol plus make year 2025 is 7.5 lakhs. Similarly, Maruti sedan plus petrol plus make year 2020 will be 8 lakhs. So let's say 2030 rules of this type. Why do we even need a machine learning here? We don't need a machine learning. Understand, guys, why I have put this question is many a times when you will face client, when you will face businesses, when you will face stakeholders, right? From my own experience, I'm telling you, people sitting at the top, right? Vice presidents and, senior people I'm talking about. Sometimes they want to use AI and ML just for the namesake. Okay. And you have to be, as a data scientist, you have to say very clearly, this is not a AI ML use case. Okay. This question is very important, guys. You will not be always a junior data scientist. Okay. You will drive the project. So, say clearly, this is not a AI and ML use case. And this is one such example where this is not a AI and ML use case. Why? Because this is a rule-based system, rule-based mechanism. Okay. So option D is correct here. Since it is a completely rule based, so I will not even go for KNN also, Himanshu. Okay, so distributed answer in this. So let's discuss this one by one. All these things will give you a approach to think when you are talking to stakeholders. Okay, so you have been given some data, you have been given some, let's say any bank you can take, and that bank's transactional data for some kind of, let's say, retail banking, just an example. Okay, if the data is very dirty, can we clean data or we can't clean data? Tell me. There are ways to clean data, right? Either we can use a tool or we can use some systems or we can use a data engineering team which will clean the data. But we can't say that this is not a good data for AI/ML if the data is dirty. Obviously, the data is always more or less dirty only. Second, if the data is unstructured. If the data is unstructured, then obviously we can do different analytics use cases, right? On structured data you can do, on unstructured data you can do. So straight away you cannot say that not a good data for AI/ML. Now we are left with two options. This question we can debate, okay? But now we are left with two options. If the data is very less, this is one scenario. Let's say I give you 1000 rows only, 1000 rows in Excel sheet, and I tell you to build a machine learning model which I will use in production. That is something where you will say that this much of data will not suffice to learn a pattern, and hence not a good data for AI/ML. Okay. If somebody gives you, let's say 5000 transactions and tells you build a model which can predict my transaction from a customer given this feature, this is very, very less number of records, right? Now, what we call less, what we call more can vary. But if in general data is less, right, that's not a good data for learning pattern, which is the main purpose of AI and ML. Okay. And fourth option, if the data is not having any pattern, till this stage we have not reached only. So this is a distractor for you. So what I'm saying here, analyze a financial institution transaction data and suggest some possible use cases. So you have not started the actual pattern analysis. You have just started the initial, brainstorming. In that brainstorming, you will not see patterns and all these things. Okay. You will just see how much of data, what is the data quality, what systems it is interacting with, how I will take the data for analysis, all these things. So pattern comes later. This is just a brainstorming part, or you can say a initial analysis part. So option C is right here. Okay, so Pradum comes on the top, then Mansi, then Harshil, Natraj, and then Omkar. Okay, so we are in the final leg now, and 5 more questions, and then we will see the leaderboard one more time. I mean, obviously, and we will see the all the participants who are there in this quiz. 25 people are here. So we will see for everybody 26 people. Okay, so here from the question only, again, we have the columns on different scales. So obviously we need to do the normalization, but only question is, do we do PCA first or do we do normalization first? So if you understand how PCA works mathematically, then if you normalize your data, it is easier for the PCA to converge, or I'll not use converge here, but it is easier for the PCA to generate the principal components. Okay. So every time you do PCA and you have data on different scales, like in this case, light years, all these things, right? Then you should normalize and then do the PCA. So this is a simple one, straightforward one. Nothing fancy here. Cross validation is not a sampling technique. Bootstrap sampling is something which is different, not to do what the purpose we are talking about here. And random sampling will not ensure that your classes are represented in equal proportion in train and test. A stratified sampling is something which will ensure that. So stratified sampling is the right answer here. Okay. I'm sure most of you have given right only. I think I've given more time for this question also, but that's fine. Sometimes people complain I give less time. Okay, so people are divided between error and blank list. So every time you say something like this and Python does not find anything, it will give you a blank list. Okay, so you have only 4 elements, but you are asking for 8 colon, right? So you have nothing at 8th position, and after that, so Python will give you a blank list. In this case, not an error. Okay, so this is just a general knowledge kind of thing in the world of machine learning and AI. So what all you are aware of, or what all you know, right? So before Prophet, the time series forecasting was entirely on ARIMA and SARIMA and Arimax and those kind of things, right? But then this Facebook's Prophet came, and you no need to do a lot of data pre-processing. You no need to do a lot of manual things for trends and seasonality analysis. So if you don't know about this, try this. This is very simple to use actually, and it gives decent results on time series forecasting. And this was built by Facebook and made it open source. I mean, it is available for you to use. Last one. Oops. How come the numbers can have the same mean? 40% people, come on. I think 5 numbers in my mind: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. My 5 numbers. Okay. It will have a mean. Now I add 5 to all these numbers: 15, 25, 35, 45, 55. Will the mean remain same now? How 40% people are saying mean will remain same? Mean cannot remain same. If you increase the number, how can mean remain same? And how can median remain same? Median will also shift up, right? So what is happening is, think like this. This is your 0. This is your first number, second number, third number, fourth number, and then you push all these numbers up. Okay. Once you push all these numbers up, then mean line gets pushed up, median line gets pushed up, mode line, if there is a mode also gets pushed up. Okay. But what does not change is the distance between mean and the observations. And when that does not change, that means what is not changing? That means standard deviation and variance are not changing. Okay, so this is a conceptual thing. No need to calculate. As I told you, no need to calculate, just think and choose. So imagine your numbers like this: 1 2 3 4 5. Add 5 means everything shifts up. When everything shifts up, mean changes, median changes, but what does not change is distance of the mean from these numbers. Okay, so whoever choose the last option, they are the great guys. They have the good concept of basic statistics. Okay, now before I show you the final leaderboard and I also show you all the 27 people, we are having 27 people here. So 27 people, where you stand in the rank wise, I will show you now. Before that, I want one commitment from you. I'm going to tell you date only now, but next quiz, please join. You 27 people, please join and bring at least one of your friend, because if this number is 50, then it will be a lot of fun, right? So it will be very good to have more people. Can you comment me in YouTube that today is what date? 13 27. So now how I am planning this quiz is, previously I was doing less question and every week. Now I am planning more questions and alternate week. For example, this time you saw 25 questions. So not the next week, but next to next. So today is 13th. I am talking about 27th. 27th is Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday. So alternate week, more questions I will bring. But please, you 27 people join. And somebody who is watching later also this, when this goes on YouTube, please join 27th and 3:30 p.m. IST and try to bring one or two friends. Okay. Can you comment in? See, what happens is, if I see more people, I get motivated. If I see less people, I get demotivated, to be very honest with you. Okay. So that's the only reason I'm telling you. If more people are there, I can put in some more effort. I can refine my questions and I can, you know, give you a better experience of joining the quiz. So please, next 27th, bring in one or two more friends, and you 27 people, please join, and somebody watching also join. Remember, 27, 3:30 p.m. IST, 27 August. So, and to all the people who are joining it for the first time, we are doing it since some time now. So what we will do is, I will create a playlist and put all these quiz together. Okay, so that everybody can see the playlist of all these quiz. Having said that, let's see the. Okay, Pradum is on the top. Then comes Manasi, but Manasi's timing is really, really awesome. So great, Manasi. And clap for Pradum. I'll do close to the mic so that he can hear. Okay, so Harshil is there, then Natarajan is there, then Himanshu is there. One question is problem from my side that I accept. The option should have been RMS prop, but I put it at a grade. I don't know why. Okay. And let's see the larger leaderboard, because I am sure many people want to see the larger leaderboard. So finish quiz, if I do, it will not show. I will read it from here. Okay. So Pradum comes on the top, then Manasi, then Harshil, Natarajan, Himanshu, then Omkar, Tipu, AU, Sajian, DVC. Please join with your real name, guys. Then it will be easy. Okay. Apeksha, Anupam, Akhil, Deepak, Santosh, Mohit, Nihal, Sumit, Abhishek, Subham, Yotis, Aswini, Sudeep, VP, Ayan Majumdar, and Anshu Dhiman. Okay. So this is the rank of all you. You can see how many questions you corrected. I'm sorry, you gave the right answer. I know some of you joined late, so no problem with that. This is not a winning or losing game, guys. Just a peer group, and you see where you stand, which concepts you need to learn more, which concepts you are fine. Okay. So this is how it is looking like. Fine. So I will finish this quiz and I will go to present mode, and you can congratulate Pradum, everybody, if you want to. Somebody who joined now, you can join the next quiz. And the next quiz is on Sunday 27th, 3:30 p.m. IST. And I will see you all. That will again be a big quiz, which means more questions, which means 25 questions you can think of. Any suggestions, guys? You want to drop some comments or something? I joined it the first time. Thank you, Himanshu. Can you take quiz on limited topics? I can do it, Himanshu, but I want people to be capable of answering everything. So if you see, I'm not putting one or two topics. I'm including many topics. Okay. So see, we are into data science, machine learning, right? And we cannot afford to be on the back seat. We always have to be on our toes to learn new things. And what I say to all my students is always be ready for the interview. Okay, every time. So if I want to take your interview today, you should be ready. So that way, all of us should be. So in that way, I'm preparing question that everybody is ready for interview anytime. Okay. Manasi is asking, can you give me access to your paid course? Manasi, write me an email at unfolddataScience@gmail.com. Ansu is appreciating Padum and Manasi. Congrats, congrats, congrats. WhatsApp group is not there. Can you please share for LinkedIn? I can do that. I can include more questions on GenAI and I can include more questions on any of your topic that you want. But normally it's better to have a mix of things and go from there. Okay. So one question where there was problem, guys, the option should have RMS prop, but by mistake I put ADA grad. So apart from that, I think everything was fine. So fine, guys, then we have already crossed 12:18 is my time. Your time will be close to 5 p.m. I think. So Sunday 5 p.m. go ahead, have some fun and have a nice rest of the weekend, guys. I'll see you all through my video in this week and through the live on 27th. Okay. Cheers, guys. Bye. Take care.